What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Angelic Lion channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and for more information on me and this channel, go visit my website, and don't forget to smash that like button and hit that bell for notification. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys every basic thing you need to know to get you started in Adobe Indesign, and I'm going to show you guys how to design a double page spread. So at the end of this video, we should have something like this. So what is InDesign? Well, Adobe InDesign is the industry-leading layout and page design software for both digital and print media. I like to use InDesign best whenever I have a project that is going to be more than one page. InDesign is used for various projects such as magazines, brochures, books, book covers, posters, flyers, newspapers, CD and DVD packaging. Alright, so I got InDesign open here. So I'm just going to start by creating a new document. And we're going to go ahead and pick inches. 8.5 by 11 inches. And we're going to have 2 pages with facing pages clicked on. 3 columns, and we want our gutters to be 6 millimeters. And this top margin we want 9 millimeters. And for the bottom, we want 14. $13 for the inside. $10 for the outside. We have our bleed set to 0.125 inches. Now let's go ahead and hit create. Okay, so we got all our tools here, and I will explain more about just a few of these in a second. And I have everything that I want to have open here in my workspace. I think in my introduction to Adobe Illustrator, I talked a little bit more about workspaces and how to set up your own workspace. So I'll post a link in the description where you will be able to find that video where I do explain a little bit more about workspace. So I'm going to go to my pages panel here. I'm going to click right here. Click on allow document pages to shuffle. And I'm going to click this bottom one here and just drag it up here. So that way we have our 2 pages together. And now I'm going to come to my layers panel here. Click on it. I'm going to name it cover. Now I'm going to go to my tools, and I'm going to select what's called the rectangle frame tool, and I'm going to start right here. I'm going to click and drag it down until it is the size of our first page here. I'm going to go to File, Place, and I got my cover here. Okay, and now I'm going to right click, go to Fitting, and hit Fit Content Proportionately. Okay. I'm going to right click again and go down to Display Performance and hit High Quality Display. And I think I'm going to lock this layer, make a new one, and just name it Author. I'm going to come into my text tool here, make a box and drag it out. I'm going to click over to my Properties panel here. I'm going to center it. I'm just going to type something here. I'm just going to type by author. Size that up a bit. And for the font, I'm going to pick Baskerville. And I'm going to highlight that again. I'm going to come over and click on my swatches panel and click white. Click on that, drag it down here. Make sure it's centered just the way we want it here. Alright, now I'm going to right click and go to effects. I'm going to add a drop shadow. I'm going to adjust my angle here, right about there. I'm going to hit OK. And I think I'm going to maybe bring that up just a little bit more. I'm going to come here and make another layer. Call it Photo 2. Come down once again to my rectangle frame tool. And starting from about right here, we're going to come all the way down about there. I'm going to go File, Place, and I'm going to pick my second photo here. You'll notice I'm choosing the PSD file because I may want to go back into Photoshop and edit this later. Click OK. Now right click, fitting, fit content proportionately. Alright. Display performance, high quality. Now I'm going to grab my selection tool here. I'm going to hit shift and drag this screen box out just a little. I'm going to double click on the image. I'm going to hit shift and drag that out to right there. And click off that. Now I think I'm going to lock this layer. And if you guys want to know about what I did to these photos, click the link in the description down below. That was actually my last tutorial that I uploaded onto here. And that goes through the entire process of how I made both of these images. So now we are going to make our paragraphs. So I'm going to click on this layer. I'm going to call it Intro Paragraph. Click OK. Alright, so I'm going to grab my text layer here, drag just a small box right on the inside of these columns. These columns will help guide where our body text needs to be. So I'm going to right click and hit fill with placeholder text. And now I'm going to come over here to my paragraph styles panel. This panel allows you to easily style and format your paragraphs. I'm going to click right here. I'm going to click new paragraph style. I'm going to call this intro. Now I'm going to click down here on basic character formats. And I'm going to pick this Baskerville font here. And I want my size at 12 points. And my lighting at that 14.4. And here on indents and spacing, we want our alignment left. And I'm going to do a first line indent up about right there. Everything else now I'm going to click on hyphenation and turn that off. And for this one I'm going to go to drop caps and nested styles. A drop cap is where the starting letter to any story is larger than the rest. It's used as a decorative element to help draw readers in. So for my lines, I'm gonna try 4, and I'm gonna hit OK. I'm gonna grab my selection tool here and just come over here. You'll see that basic paragraph is highlighted. I'm gonna click on intro. Okay, and I'm gonna get rid of these other paragraphs here. Click my selection tool and shorten this box here. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna come to my layers panel, make another layer. Call this paragraph 2. Hit OK. Grab my text tool again. Make another box. I'm gonna right click once again, fill with placeholder text. And I'm gonna come over here, make a new paragraph style. I'm gonna just name this body text. And I'm gonna come here down to basic character formats. And again, I want this font right here. Indents and spacing. I'm gonna do the same thing here on that first line indent. I'm gonna turn hyphenation off. And there is no need for any drop caps. So I'm going to click OK. My paragraph 2 box layer selected here. I'm going to go ahead and hit body. I'll change that. I'll have to drag that out a little bit more. And I'm going to just drag this layer about right there. Kind of zoom in a little bit. See how I'm spaced. And I would say that's a good amount of space between the first and second paragraph there. Alright. Now I'm going to come here, do the same thing, call this paragraph 3. Hit T for my text tool. Make another box. I'm going to hit fill with placeholder text. Grab that selection tool. Select that. I'm going to drag that box down here. Now you'll see that the text is overlapping the photo of the guy here. And we don't really want that. So what we want to do is we want to have the text sort of follow along the path of this guy's shape here. So now to do that, I'm going to unlock my photo 2 layer, click on it there. I'm going to come over here to my text wrap panel here, and I'm going to click on wrap around object shape. And I'm going to come here, and I want both right and left sides selected. And for contour options, I'm going to click alpha channel. And now I think I might want to actually make that gray background there in this photo a little bit smaller so it comes down to right below this last line here. So to do that, I'm going to actually come over here to my links panel. I'm going to have my file selected. I'm going to come here and I'm going to hit edit original. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is because it's kind of cool to be able to go back and forth between each program with whatever project you might be working with. Alright, so now I'm going to come to my rectangle layer here now that Photoshop is open. I'm going to hit Command T, and I'm just going to drag that down just a bit more. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit Save. Alright, just click off Photoshop here. Come back over to InDesign. And I gotta save my file here. So I'm just gonna call this DPS for double page spread. Hit save. And since I'm just pretty much repeating the same process, I'm gonna go ahead and just speed this up for you guys here. And now you can see I've got all my text placed in here. I'm going to zoom out and I'm just going to hit the W key. What that does is it shows me what it's going to look like without all these columns and guides and everything. So just hit W, and to switch back, hit W again. And you'll notice down here how the text just follows along his shape pretty well, so that way all the elements work together. Oh, and one thing I forgot to show you guys here when talking about drop caps, I'm going to come over here and just highlight that one. I'm going to hit type and go to create outlines. Click on that, and I'm gonna, let's say, change the color. So I'm gonna grab my sampler tool here, click on this gray background here, so that way it just, you know, kind of ties the whole piece together. Right click, go to effects, drop shadow, and I actually don't think we need a drop shadow for that one. Actually, let's go to Benevolent and Emboss. And I'm just going to play around with this a bit there. Maybe hit drop shadow. Let's see. I'm going to turn that opacity way down. And I'm going to hit OK. So there's just a quick way to edit your drop cap there. And this should be your final result. That is it, everyone. Once again, thank you for tuning into this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks, and remember to create something awesome today.